Got it? I have my friend Jenna here. She's taping for me. She's probably about your ages. Okay, so welcome, Miss Julie, Chefs of the Future, a cooking school that comes to you. So with love and creativity, we're gonna make some Over the Rainbow Cupcakes, and welcome to my kitchen. The first thing, everybody, did you print out this sheet that has these like little hooks on it, just to give you a size? And then you're going to need, we're going to melt some chocolate in a glass container. So you need like a measuring cup or something glass to melt your chocolate. And what other things would you need from your house? A spatula, or just a plastic knife to spread frosting. I have frosting that if you want to dye your frosting, we could dye frosting, but we have to get the chocolate done first. So I'm going to get a sheet pan, and I'm going to get some saran wrap. So what we're going to do is I'm going to rip off a piece of saran, and I'm going to put it over my pattern. But I'm going to show you. Put your pattern all the way to the side here. All right, so we're going to take our glass, and we have chocolate in there. If you guys have, I think we said chocolate morsels, or I use wafers, whatever you have for chocolate.
How much chocolate should we put in?
I would put in about like a cup to a cup and a half. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And remember, when you start to melt your chocolate, we're going to melt, we're going to put it on 20 seconds at a time in the microwave. So we put it in, and 20 seconds. And then we have to stir it in between. And the reason you do that, and the reason why we use glass, is that the glass is what's melting the chocolate, not the microwave. So as this goes in the microwave, the glass gets hot, and that's what melts the chocolate. That's why we use glass and we don't use a plastic container. If you use plastic, what will happen is it'll melt the chocolate and then burn it right away. So we don't want to do that. So I mixed it around a little, put it back in. This time I'm going in for 30 seconds. And my glass was just starting to get a little bit warm. Each time we take it out, it's going to get warmer and warmer. And the last time we just have to be careful because the bottom of it's going to be hot. And we're going to get our M&Ms ready too in between. You could be sorting your M&Ms into different colors. We need the colors of the rainbow. How do you guys remember? Do they still do Roy G. Biv in school? You know what Roy G. Biv is? Jenna says that she didn't never learn that. Roy G. Biv is the colors of the rainbow. Red, orange, green, B is blue, I is indigo, and V is violet. So now you can see my chocolate is starting to melt, and I'm pressing the chocolate along the outside and the bottom of my glass because that's where it's hot. And as I'm doing this, it's melting even more. So keep doing that. I think it's going to go in for 20 more seconds. Minus. Okay. There it is. So it's nice and thin. Okay. Put this to the side. So the first thing we do want to do is we want to dip our marshmallows. Either a toothpick or a fork. If you have a plastic fork, you could break the tongues off in the middle. Like that. Otherwise, don't worry about it. That makes a little dipping tool. But if not, you could just use your fork without. So the first thing we want to do is these marshmallows are going to turn into our pot of gold. So we're going to dip them. We're going to throw it in, smush it around, and when we bring it out, maybe use a fork and the toothpick or 2 forks, we're going to put it onto the saran wrap. And we don't want to wipe this. We want it to form like a little rim around the edge. Because if you see...
Can you go over what we're doing?
Yes, we're dipping our marshmallows into chocolate and we're putting it on a pan that has saran wrap. So let me show you that mine... See how I have a puddle around my marshmallow? We want that because that's going to be the top of the cauldron. We don't want it to be neat. We want it to drip a little bit because this is what we're doing. And that puddle is going to be the top of the cauldron that we're going to build the gold on. All right, so you could dip some of your marshmallows. That's why I love these classes, because it's you're the creative ones. I give you ideas and then you run with it. So the marshmallow goes in, comes out, and it sits in its own little puddle. Other things you could use as a cauldron would be like Reese's, peanut butter cups, or Rolos. You could even cut the marshmallow in half. Long ways this way. That's gonna be huge on the that's gonna be huge on the cupcake. It's all good though. So I just cut this one in half. So you dip them, dipping. How I love to empower children through food preparation, reinforcing math, art, science, cultural awareness, bringing families to the table, showing them the ease of preparing home-cooked meals. Doesn't have to be processed, can be fast. And sitting down to that meal together is very, very powerful. More than the food that's on the table. So now with the rest of my chocolate, I have my paper down here and the film is over it. And I'm going to, you could use a spoon or I have a spatula, and you're gonna just go on the inside and drip some chocolate in there. And we're gonna do one at a time. That looks good. It doesn't have to fill in the whole space. Okay, so now I have the chocolate in the pattern of this little hook. And from one side to the other, I'm going to put my M&Ms or my Skittles down. Now Skittles, you have purple, but do you have blue? Did anyone get Skittles? All right, so the colors of the rainbow of Roy G. Biv, right? So it's red, orange, and I like to try to put my M facing downward. Yellow, right? Because yellow and red make orange, so that's why the orange is in between the yellow and the red. And then green. And blue. And I still have space left, so I'm going to put a second blue one in. All right, and I think next time I'm going to put 2 red ones on the bottom. And then you just keep making those. And you need as many of these as you have marshmallows. So again, I'm going to put 2 red ones down because this base part is going to go into the cupcake. So, red, orange, yellow, green. We're really going to construct a masterpiece on our cupcakes tonight. So just have patience and just keep going. I guess it is better if you kind of spoon it out like I did the first one. Pouring it, you don't have as much control. And when we get this done, we're going to need to put this in the refrigerator. These really do need to chill. You guys, I posted some new stuff on my YouTube channel. So if you want to go there and check out what I got going on. Some stuff for St. Patrick's Day. Whoopie pies and decorating cookies for St. Patrick's. All right, so I made 6. This is the preparation work that we have to do. So I did my 6.
Were we supposed to freeze the marshmallows that were covered in chocolate?
All of this is going to go into the refrigerator. Yes, we want it to chill and get a little bit hard.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Julie, does it matter if they put it in the fridge or the freezer? Would the freezer make it too stiff or something, or it doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't matter. The freezer will just do it quicker. I mean, we're going to pull it out pretty fast too, so. But we just want it to get, especially if you're using, see, mine are drying. Like I could peel mine off without going into the refrigerator.
Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah, it does. But my kitchen is a little bit warm. And the other thing is if you're using the chocolate morsels, they're going to have to go in, definitely in, because chocolate morsels don't get hard again, like, as quickly.
Right.
So if you're using chocolate morsels, I would definitely put them in the freezer to get them nice and hard. I think one of you guys asked about where I get my chocolate. The type of chocolate we had. So someone had asked me what type of chocolate I use and where do I get it. So I drive all the way from one end of Nassau County to the other. I'm in New Hyde Park, Floral Park, and I go all the way to Farmingdale to the Chocolate Duck to get my chocolate. Because they have a chocolate called Clasen chocolate, C-L-A-S-E-N. And it is the best chocolate ever. Ever. All right. I'm going to put mine. I don't even know if I have room in my refrigerator, but I will try. Now we could, let me see where everyone is. Did everyone finish all of their? Yes? Wow, you guys are fast. You were faster than me tonight. Oh, beautiful. Nice. Thanks, Claire, for for showing us. So now we can get our cupcakes ready. And if you don't have green frosting and you want to color your frosting, you can. I would take a little bit out because we might need it to put together the gold on top of the cauldron. So I would take some out. You could use just the white frosting is fine to use. I colored, with the little kids, I colored it green. Some people like to color it blue because it's like the sky, which is fine too. So this time around, I think I am going to color this the sky color. And you don't need a lot. It's just to give it a little bit of color. 1, 2, 3, 4 drops. Stir it up. Go down to the bottom. And just keep mixing it till there's no streaks left. Well, actually, with the blue, it wouldn't make a difference if there were streaks, right? Because the sky is not just solid blue all the time. It has streaks for the clouds. Very nice. And we could get some of our cupcakes ready. You don't have to have a lot of icing on it, just some. On one side, I'm just gonna make a little ring of marshmallows, mini marshmallows. Oh, yeah, I am. Confused myself. It's not hard these days. A little ring of marshmallows. So the longer point is going to go into that. And I could set up a few of them. Make sure you leave a nice space for your big marshmallow on the other side, because that's going to take up a nice part of the cupcake. I don't know how my husband did it, but he got these cupcakes flat. Every time I make cupcakes, they're got a big bump in the middle. But this turned out perfect for these, because I don't need that bump. So you see what I did? I put 5 or 6 little marshmallows in a ring. My little towel. Very tempted to lick my fingers. Although I tell you all the time, that is a job in the restaurant, right? Someone that tastes everything is called a QA, a quality assurance person. So that person goes around and tastes all the food to make sure the quality is just right. Usually it's either the executive chef or the expediter, the person that works in between the waitresses and the kitchen staff, puts all the orders. You guys watch Gordon Ramsay. He expedites. They bring all the plates up to him and he makes sure that they're perfect. It's actually a very important position in the kitchen. So I'm doing a couple green and a couple blue, and if you colored yours blue, then you could turn it green by adding a little green to it. All right. I don't think that those pieces need long in the refrigerator. I'm going to just do my 6th cupcake. And the frosting is a little thinner when you add the food coloring to it because it waters it down a little bit. All right, my cupcakes are all prepped. I'm gonna go back and check to see if my chocolate is hard. If you happen to have sprinkles and would want, well, we wouldn't put sprinkles on yet because we have to get the marshmallow on. Woo. So now I'm gonna take these. I guess I'll leave it on the tray. And I'll work on the tray. I'm going to slide this piece of paper out. And I'm going to take my first cupcake. And I'm going to take one of my marshmallows. Take it and you turn it upside down like this. And you look for where you have like the most over here. So it looks like the color. Yeah, this marshmallow is huge. Okay. And we're going to take one of our rainbows and we could stick it like this. Now, either if you still have chocolate that's liquidy, you could use that to make this stick to the marshmallow. Put like a layer of chocolate. Otherwise, you could use a layer of icing. And then on top of that, we're going to put some corn pops, right? We want to make it look like a pot of gold. But you do need something that's going to make it stick. So I had put a little chocolate, or you could use a little, that's what I kept the white icing for. A little extra. Just put some on to make them stick on and build up your pot of golds. I'm doing it backwards, like not facing me, so I hope it looks good. Try to get under here. And you don't have to push the rainbow in too hard because it might break. All right, so just be very gentle with it. Use a light touch. And I do like to do my cupcakes 360 degrees, which means a complete circle, right? So I want to make sure that the back of my cupcake looks really nice too. If you really wanted to get fancy, when if you do it again, you could take these after they come out of the refrigerator and you could flip them upside down, put a little more chocolate, and then make the rainbow on the other side too, so it would be two-sided. Now that would be very fair. Then they would really be 360 degrees, right? So cute. Very cute. And then I'm going to add some more marshmallows on this side for the cloud. Depending whether you like marshmallows or not. But I think you know by now, marshmallows are one of my favorite foods. So there it is. All right. Now, one of the kids did just all marshmallows, so they just covered the whole without doing the pot of gold. That was very interesting. Do that. And you could just be creative.
They could even do a full rainbow if they extended it a little bit more, if they wanted to.
Right. To go, like I just tilted mine, so it's not, yeah, like
right.
a complete,
Oh, that looks good. Yeah,
like you could make a complete U instead of just the hook. Exactly.
That looks good too. Yeah, I like that.
It's cute. I like it. I like it with the just going up into the just with the marshmallows.
Mhm.
It's all good.
All good.
Or you could just, as I said, just take your corn pops and just make a pot of gold on top of your cupcake. This would be good if you had like a chocolate cupcake. Then it would look, you know, like this part is brown. And you could even peel the paper off. And did you see these? So I just want to show you what the little kids did. We took pipe clean. Go ahead.
How do you get the rainbow to stay on? It keeps falling.
Okay, so you gently, I'll do another one. So take the marshmallow and turn it upside down. You do need something on top of the marshmallow that's going to kind of hold it in place. So I took a little bit of the wet chocolate. And actually this wet chocolate is starting to get a little hard and thick, which might even be good. So this one, I gently took, and the base part, you want to put in the middle of the marshmallows, and you do want to press down gently into the cupcake. And then this part, just gently into the marshmallow where the wet is. It's kind of like a balancing act. But just be careful, like don't press too hard because then the chocolate breaks. So this end is actually digging into the cupcake, the red end. Did that answer? You just be gentle with it and be patient, all right? This is not a race. As you learn how to do things, it's the art of doing it. And when we practice, then we become faster. Because I think last year when I did these with a couple of my classes in the enrichment programs, oh boy, I think I was pressing too hard. I was trying to force everything together. But having this right shape, that's why I wanted to get that shape to you, because that was important. Last year we were doing it like freehand and it didn't quite work. Oh, we got it together though. This one's gonna be a big pot of gold. All right.
Is it fine that I'm using Lucky Charms as the pot of gold?
That's fine. They always trying to steal my Lucky Charms. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. You know, if you go to my website, I'm going to put some stuff up on here now. If you go to my website, I have a nice recipe for Irish soda bread up. And, okay. Here.
Piper, that looks awesome. Look at all those cupcakes. They look great.
Oh, I'm missing it because
You too, Tyler.
You're going to have to hold it up again because I left the page.
Oh, Taylor, I see yours now. That looks really good. Oh, it's
Oh,
holding
wow,
together now.
great.
Oh, wow. Everyone, these are coming together great. I'm so impressed.
I
always
am
impressed
too.
with
I
you.
knew you could do it. I was like, when I first said it, I was like, yeah. YouTube channel. And on there, you could find other projects and recipes. And make sure you go and you subscribe and like. I'm finding out. I need all that. I would be greatly appreciated. And then my you guys have my email address? Okay. Look at that. right, so my website, my YouTube, my email, text cooking to 22828 if you want to be on my email list. And then later on in the week, I'm going to have a recipe for brown bread. The video will be up, and also there'll be the recipe will be on my website. The video will be on YouTube. And I'm going to do, what else? Orange cranberry scones. So I'm very busy this week. I'm trying to really get those videos up and get things so that you could visit my website and check out things when you're not with me during the month. I know, because I really wanted to do, I kept talking about that cooking club. I think this is part of it. It'll eventually get me there, but I have to learn all the technology first. I started doing cookie kits.
Oh, nice.
You know, I never even realized it. I mean, I do it for the libraries. I make kits for the libraries. I was like, well, why can't I just make kits and put them on my website? And people want them. So I was like, okay.
That's a cute rainbow too, the Fruit Loop one.
Aren't they cute?
That's what the little kids did?
The little kids did the Fruit Loop one. Right, and I had told them, you know, they made the pot of gold was a Rolo because they didn't do the chocolate part of it. I just wanted to make it simple for them. And then it has the corn pops, and then you just thread Fruit Loops on a pipe cleaner. It's
very cute.
Is that very cute? Yes.
Yep.
It was. And then some kid did this, and then they did the rainbow on both sides. So that looked cute too.
Yeah. Okay,
Thank you for coming.
Okay. Thanks,
So
everybody.
great. Thanks. Oh, next month we're doing the bunny cakes. The bunny cakes are going to be fun.
Don't forget about bunny cakes.